What is up everyone, my name is Kujar3 and today I'm going to show you some basics of Sylenth1, which is Oscillator, and you can create really awesome sounds with this one. I'm highly recommending this one because I'm using it mainly in my production so far. I truly love this plugin and, well, you'll see. So these will be the basics, so you know what to expect from this program and what you can do with it. So let's take a look what we have here. It looks pretty crazy, huh? And it's not that crazy as you may think, definitely not. Let's look at what we have here. Here we have the oscillator A1 and A2. If we click to part B, we get to oscillator B1 and B2. So basically there are 4 oscillators for you to play with. Okay, let's go to part A, which are oscillator A1 and A2. Here you can change the wave. If you click and drag up and down, you'll see it's changing. I will set it back where it was. This is, by the way, my own sample pack that you can download on my YouTube. I will provide the link in the description for you to download it. And I have 42 sounds here, so yeah, that's pretty cool. You can create your own sounds, which is better than Nexus in my opinion, because you know, you can create your own sounds from scratch. Like if I click on this, I will get to completely blank preset which sound like this. And from here you start to create, let's say, something like this. So yeah, I really love this one, and let's take a look what we can do here. So here are the oscillators. This is like the starting points where you have to start creating your own sounds. Let me pick up the blank preset here, and yeah, let's take a look. So this sounds like this, right? But what if I turn up the voices here and turn up the detune? This sounds really different, right? Okay, we can play with the octave here, so it will be higher. We can turn it up all to +3 or -3. That's for bass sounds basically, and -3 is usually extreme, and +3 as well, but I don't know, maybe you can find something to use it for. I don't know. I think I've never used +3 or -3 yet. So let's turn it up to -2. This is better. Okay, what we can do? What if we turn down the detune? That's really fat bass sounds that we have here, and we can as well turn up the notes. It will change the notes slightly. This is the whole octave, and this is just the note, basically pitch. This is pitching, and we can turn this knob up and down for the fine. It's gonna change the sounds a bit. Okay, and last thing we have here is the retring. I'm not completely sure what this does, but you can definitely hear the difference here. That's for sure. I think this keeps the sound like in the middle. I'm not sure how to say that one, but okay, you can definitely hear that. It's kind of changing every time I click it. And if anybody don't know how I'm playing this, I'm using my normal keyboard that I have on my computer. I just press Q, and it will play the it will play this note. Let me check it out. C5, yes, it will play C5. So yeah, I will turn this back on, and we have inverted here, which can be sometimes useful, but not right now. And then we have pan, of course. If we want to play it on the right side of my speakers, then we can do so, but I don't want this, so let's turn it back to 0 if I can get it right. Oh my god, yes. Here you can see where you are, if you have noticed. This will basically tell you what you are doing with all the knobs. I want to have it back on 0, please. Please cooperate. Yes. Then we have this stereo. Pretty much, if we turn it down, it will be mono sound, and we can make it full stereo like this. And of course, the detune and phase and volume. We can use this volume knob if we don't like let's see. We will pick square wave first for a change here. We'll turn it up like 4 voices. We'll change it to detune, and we are good to go. Let's try it out. Yeah, and if we don't like this one too much, then we can turn the volume down a bit. Yeah, and it's not that noticeable now. This is really terrible sound, but well, it doesn't matter. It's for this tutorial purposes. So yeah. Now let's take a look at this. This is something you will be playing around with for a while as well. What this does, I'm not sure how to call it right, but you will see what I mean. This is the attack. Yeah, EMP even A attack, and you see what it does. This basically don't start the sound right away, but it have this moment of turning itself up, as you can hear. If I bring it up all the way up, then it's gonna be a really slow. This can be used for some effects like sweeps and stuff. Yeah, so let's turn it back down. I don't like this to be here. And this is basically how long the sound will be playing. If I turn this down, or no, right now it's going to just adjust the volume. But this basically, what this does is the sound will play endlessly. So yeah, let's turn this down and let's bring up this guy over here. And you can see we have like plucked sound right now. And if we turn this up, it's going to do the same thing. But it's gonna lose the sound after a while. So let's turn this down. Yeah, and now let's show what the last thing does, which is this. You hear that? It has like this fade step to it. Something like a reverb, but it's not a reverb, it's just the sound fading out. So let's turn this down as well, and let's pick this up. Yeah, I don't really like the sound, but don't worry, I'm creating better shit, but this is just for the tutorial purposes. So yeah, we have this covered. You know what to do with the oscillators and what this does. If we want to add more oscillators, we can go to part B, and that's completely different, like completely different part. Yeah, that's what this says. And we can play with these sounds and yeah, change everything for the sounds here. Like if we want this just to be the attacking phase, and then we can have like, let's see, this one turn up, detune. Then you can hear we have the first part, which is the part A, and then playing this sound. Yeah, but I'm not gonna do this. That's silly. It sounds silly. So yeah, this is the upper, and sometimes someone's writing me on Steam, sorry about it. This is the upper part of this program. And now let's take a look at the filtering, because that's something you may use a lot. So right here you see what are you filtering. Right now I'm only setting it to oscillator A, to filter A. This is filter B, by the way. And if we want all oscillators to be on the same filter, like the filter A, we just gonna turn this up and it will be oscillator A plus oscillator B to filter A. Now we will change the filter type. You can see basic filter types over here, and you can as well change the decibels for this. And now what we are going to do, we have to set the filtering we have basically tell the filtering what it's going to do. This may be enough, but I'm just going to turn this up so we can notice it better. Yeah, this can be enough. But sometimes you want to play with this around a little bit more, so you bring like your own filtering, not just the presets one. So what we are going to do is we are going to jump down to these modes and like the last part of the Sylenth1. So let's click on this blank button and let's find our cutoff AB, which is basically filtering, really. So, what we want to do with this? Well, let's bring it to right, because that's gonna tell the Sylenth how this matters, how this task is matters. So let's turn this up, shall we? And now if we turn the cutoff down, it's gonna have this sound. You basically have to play with this around to check it for yourself what this does and stuff, but yeah. I'm usually doing this because I like this, like, you know, let's make a basic melody. I will just cut this part out for me making melody. This is not about this. And we are back with pretty basic melody. This is nothing awesome, but that shall do for now. Let's play it so you know what it sounds like. That's it. That's pretty much it. So let's get back to my Sylenth1 and let's listen to the cutoff, shall we? That's a pretty bad sound right there. Let me just pick another one. Let's find something cool, like, should we go for the dirty one? I think so. And here you can see what you can do with the cutoff, pretty much. And if you're not sure how to set automation clip to these knobs, because when you right click it, it does nothing, then let me just show you real quick. I have different tutorial for this, but this may be handy for you. So let's turn this knob a bit so it recognizes what we turned the last time. Then click this little arrow here and find browse parameters. There's different there's browse presets. Don't mix these up because this will find anything else. Let's just click browse parameters, and then if you go over the browser, you will see that this is highlighted and this is what we want to filter. So right click and link to, no, not link to control, but create automation clip, and it will just create automation clip somewhere over here. I'm not sure what is it. Let me just see, unstored, but it's 12, so it's right here, it's down there, and here's the automation clip for our Sylenth1. So let's just destroy it because I don't need it now, but this is basically how you create automation clips for pretty much any plugin that you can't create automations clip by right clicking the knobs in the program. So this may be useful for you. And yeah, I think I covered everything that's from the basics. Here we have some LFOs and these I don't know how you really pronounce it in English, this, but well, this is not for the basics. I'm not usually playing with these around. I'm not really sure what this does anyway. Like, let's say if you get the aftertouch, then basically you pick the source here. So aftertouch, the volume for both, let's say both parts, part A and part B, will go down. I don't know how this works really. I haven't played with these around. So don't call me on that. Let's just turn those off. Yeah. And what else we have here? Well, we have this here. This might be useful for someone because when you are creating leads and you want this fading through the notes, like it's going up and down, that you can notice it. Then you turn this up and you click on this mode, and well, let's play it. And you hear that there's like this fade. Let's turn this up a bit more. So that's what this is for. I'm just going to turn it off. And this is pretty much, you can find these on some keyboards. It's tuning, I think it's called tuning, I'm not sure, but yeah. You can definitely hear the difference if I'm playing with this around. I'm not sure, but I think you can set, let me just check out those parameters, and yeah, you can pretty much set automation clip for this as well, which is cool. And now the last part, which is this one. This one is really important, and you can see that there are effects and menu for the Sylenth, and here are the, let's say, pages of sounds. Pretty much you have 4 pages available for one sound bank, and on each page you have 128 sounds available, which is pretty crazy if you ask me. I'm not creating like full list of 4, that's just crazy for me. But I have my sounds on page 1, and if you click this, it will bring up the page of the sounds, so nothing really hard over here. Then you can click on the menu where you can save your presets, load banks. If you click load bank, it will open the Windows browser where you have like the banks you have available. You can pretty much find the folder right here, so you know where to put your downloaded banks and stuff like that. Yeah, let's turn this off, and now let's take a look at these. Here we are. Here we have the appreciator, which basically sets the preset melody, if you can call it like that. Let me turn that on. Yeah, that's what I have here, and you are doing by you're telling Sylenth1 how to play by these. I'm not going into it right now, but that's what this is for here. Then we have the distortion. It basically distorts the sound, so yeah. Then we have the phaser, chorus as well, equalizer, delay, reverb, and compressor. So basic effects here. I would not recommend using these effects. I would rather recommend using a mixer for that, and effects over here like delay and reverb, because these may sound a bit, I don't know how to say it, but it's better to use effects from FL Studio or whatever you want to use, pretty much. But this may do if you're not looking into details, but you can use this. I'm usually putting these there for my sound banks, so people don't have to affect them themselves. If they want to, they can turn this turn this off and affect it themselves. But this is pretty much useful for people that are lazy. So, like, sometimes I'm not usually bothering with these. So yeah, that's what Sylenth1 is about. Then of course we have mixer here, which you can turn up volume A and mix volume A and volume B, which are for the parts, of course, and main volume if you want to play with these around over here as well. But that's pretty much about it. As you can see, I'm using Sylenth1 mainly. I'm also using Albino. They have some cool presets here. I'm not playing with this around, really. I'm not looking into it right now. But the sounds that are there are sometimes pretty much useful. And let me just show you what I have here. It's pretty much all Sylenth1, as you can see. I have like, let's see, 4 albinos over there, but it's pretty much Sylenth1 everything. So let me play what I have here. Yeah, let's play it. And that's pretty much it. I have nothing else to show you right now, but that was pretty much all Sylenth1, and as you can hear, it's really powerful machine if you can master it. Yeah. So I would highly recommend you the Sylenth1. You can use the free demo if you want. It's not that expensive as well. Like Nexus is so expensive. It's so expensive, and you can't create crazy sounds with it like this. Of course, you have some high quality sounds with it, but that's all you get. That's all you get. With Sylenth1, you can create your own high quality sounds if you are into it. So yeah, that's my look at Sylenth1, teaching you something of it. I'm sorry if I get something wrong. I'm not a professional music creator. I'm using FL Studio for 3 years, 3 and something, but I'm not professional. I'm not calling myself professional, and that's how it looks then. But this can be useful for some people, I'm sure about it, because Sylenth1 looks terrible. It looks like, oh, my mind is going to blow up. But it's not like that. I hope it was visible like this. Visible? Ah, I'm losing my words, really. I should end it right here. But thank you all for watching, and yeah, we'll see what I will bring you next time. Thanks again, and see you guys.